So they come to the line for first down and 10. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Look him up on a second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3 plays, no first downs, time for fourth down. They'll go. It's Robinson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, Levis. He'll go right and find his running back.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Here's our first carry for their running back. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. From the gun, it's Levis. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. At the Commanders' 20-yard line. To throw is Levis. What a good choice to get out and run. A pickup of 18 and a first down.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to...
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Will Levis. Touchdown, Raiders. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
One quarter in the books. It's the Raiders with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. Second and 7. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
From the gun on third down, here's Levis. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Big Christian Wilkins, the one who brought him down. Second down and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. On second down, it's Daniels. He's going to keep it himself.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing third down at the moment. To the goal line and in. Ben Sinnott, touchdown Washington. It's his third touchdown on the year. Extra point attempt to come here. His kick is good. And the Commanders will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Levis. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Levis. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
2nd and a yard. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Levis to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. To throw is Levis. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Levis. That one, take it in. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Vegas. Carlson now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders will move out to a 14-7 lead. Seven seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. So we reach halftime here in Vegas. And the Raiders are in the lead. As we send you to Orlando, we'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Velus Jones now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
You can almost hear the conversations on the sideline. So they spend the halftime talking about, we can't let up. We've got to come back and extend our lead here to start the second half. And they come out and get a huge boost with a terrific kickoff. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Now, Levis.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Man in motion here is Tucker. Levis to throw it here on 1st down. And he'll take it on in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Another run here for Robinson. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Deron Payne there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff, running right. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 2. Now Levis, and that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 4th down, Levis. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd and a yard. Third and a yard. It's Daniels. Now pass deep for McClaurin. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That'll be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle they go. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. We'll try and look like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Commanders come up with it inside the 30. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Levis. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Daniels now on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing is Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Daniels now going to look to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards. On first and 10, here's Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. The clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On second down, it's Daniels. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to come up with the late turnover.